Hey guys, welcome to my channel once again. My name is Omobolaji, and in today's video I will be sharing my point of view on should you or should you not get a passport and a BRP for a child that was born in the UK. So it's no news that unlike other Western countries, the UK would not offer your child citizenship immediately your child is born. If the baby was born on, say, visitor visa, or say on a visa, on an immigrant visa. So unlike other countries in the US, for example, where you become a citizen by birth automatically without even doing anything at all, it's not the same thing for UK. So if you are someone who is not aware of that about the UK, it's not all countries that give automatic citizenship. All Western countries that give automatic citizenship, UK does not give. So for UK, when a child is born, it is whatever status that parents of the child has, that is what the child is going to adopt. So if the child was born to British citizens, then yeah, it becomes a British citizen. If the child was born at a time when the parents were ILR holders, then the child can become a British citizen. But if the child was born when the parents are tier 2 holders or tier 4 or students, then the child also adopts the visa that the parents have. We've established that it's not automatic in the UK. So let's say now that I had my baby. Okay, not even I had my baby. Let me just use myself as an example. Okay, so I'm a tier 2 visa holder in the UK, and I had my baby. So established that my baby does not automatically become a British citizen. So there are different points of view as to should I get the child a passport, like I mean a Nigerian passport, or should I just leave the child alone until probably after 5 years when I have gotten my own ILR, and then the child can just become a British citizen automatically. Do I have to apply for the child as well to get on the visa that I am on? Like, is it worth it? Do I have to spend all that money? Like, I mean, this money is not even there. So yeah, I'll just tell you my point of view in this video, and we'll see where to go from there. So first of all, I'll start from the passport. Number one, the passport. There is like a myth that if you get a passport, I mean a Nigerian passport for the child, then the baby may not be able to get a British passport again when the time is right. It's not true. It's not true. There is no basis for that. So would that mean that because I'm new to the UK and then I had a baby in my first or second year, I don't qualify for ILR until another 3 years? And so because I want my baby to have a British passport, I'm going to put the child's life on hold. Will not be able to get any identity documents for the child because of what? No, now it's not necessary. There's nothing like that. I've always had Nigerian passports, and they were also able to get their British passports again later when they wanted to. Then the other thing is number two, aside that you don't want to put your life on hold, just waiting, I mean, live your life. What if you want to go on an holiday? What if you want to take a family trip? What if there is a reason for you to just go to on that vacation? So are you going to say, my husband has a passport, I have a passport, but because my child does not have a passport, what, you deny yourself that trip? No, you don't want to do that. So yeah, that's another valid reason for you to actually go ahead to get your child that Nigerian passports even before they qualify for their British passport. Third thing is going to be, I mean, getting them a Nigerian passport is the least thing you want them to have to connect themselves back to their source. We understand that Nigeria is the way it is, and then there's lots of immigration, and interestingly, it's looking like the next generations to come might not even know what Nigeria looks like. Like, let's be sincere with ourselves. So the child having that Nigerian passport is just the least way you can at least link them back to their source, which is also an important thing to do and something I advocate for. And lastly, just like I mentioned earlier, we know how long and how tedious this process can be, getting anything from Nigeria, and you don't want a situation where you need it urgently and then the process is taking forever. So you might as well just go ahead to do it and just have it for whenever you need it, whenever you need to go on that trip, whenever anything happens and then you just need it. You don't want to put yourself under undue pressure. So like in days of our debates back in school, I hope with these few points of mine I have been able to convince you and not confuse you that you should go ahead to get a Nigerian passport for your baby that was born in the UK. And on the other hand, should I get a BRP for the baby? Should I put the baby on my visa? Yes, the answer is capital yes. First of all, like we established earlier, you don't want to go on holiday and then your baby is going to be the reason you won't be able to go on holiday. So that is one reason for you to get your child your BRP, get your child or put your child on your visa as well as a dependent. And then in addition to that, the UK rule is when a child is born, for the first 3 months of life they have access to free care, but after the first 3 months of life they expect that the child goes on your own visa type. The implication of this is that if the child doesn't go on your own visa type, they have access to primary care, like they go to the GP, their prescriptions is free. But if for any reason the child has to go to the A&E and they need hospital admission or need a surgery, if the child is not on your visa, then you have to pay out of pocket for that, for any care that child receives. And while some people would say that, oh no, it's not like that, or it's not true, in my trust nobody has said anything, there are people that they've received bills in their house for the care that their child receives at a point where when they did not even know. Receive 3,000 bill, receive 5,000 bill, care that you thought was free, you wouldn't know that it was not free because you haven't put that child on your visa type. And according to them, the child has to pay. You have to pay for accessing NHS services at that time. So you really don't want to put yourself in a position where you are being cautious. You need to save your child. Anything happens, as much as you can protect yourself, you can. But these children, we always pray that God would always keep and guide them, but anything can still happen. Access to healthcare is not something that you want some limitation to. And I mean, all you have to do is just to put this baby on your visa type, and all is well, all is good and done. So that is another reason I think that you should go ahead to put your child on your visa type, because of healthcare. You never can tell, nobody can tell. And you would think that, oh okay, they've sent the bill home, I'm not going to pay. After all, I'm the mother. Can they not see on the system that I'm the mother? But guys, we all know how UK is. Like you pay that money even if it is going to mean that you are paying the money £50 every month for the next 5 years, they will still collect that money. So why do you want to put yourself under undue pressure when it's just a straightforward process? All you have to do is apply for the visa, the same visa as you, apply for the child as a dependent, and then you get to complete the form as usual. Put your COS number, put everything, just complete the form as normal, and then you book an appointment date for biometrics. Biometrics is pretty straightforward. I remember when we had my son's one, then it was barely a month, and I was even like, how would they take this picture, how would they do everything? Guys, the guy was sleeping, they just put him on a mat, took his picture, and that was it. It's not like Nigeria. I remember when we went for our Nigerian passports, the stress to take picture, hell God, the boy was not wanting to take picture. They have to carry him like this, you have to do him like this, he's not clinical. I'm like, hello there. But then it was just very straightforward and very easy peasy. So like, yeah, book the biometrics, and in a couple of days they'll get a decision and they'll most likely get it. With that, you're covered. You can access healthcare anytime you want to, and you're not worried about some exorbitant bill later in the future if at all you for any reason access healthcare for this baby. And yes, somebody might want to have, what if this baby doesn't have a passport yet? Can I still go on to apply for the visa? Yes, you can apply. When we applied for my son, then he did not have a passport. He was barely a month old, and it was a time when the family was due for renewal, and we didn't see any sense in, if we are going for renewal, why should we leave him out? He's already part of the family. So all three of us went. We used his birth certificate as his own means of identification, and it was accepted. We got all our BRPs back in a couple of weeks when the decision was made. So you can always use your baby's birth certificate, as long as the baby was born here in the UK. You can always use your baby's birth certificate as a means of identification for the baby when you're applying for the baby's visa. I remember then we also tried it, we didn't know, but now it's something that is established, and I know a couple of other people that have also tried using the birth certificate and it has worked. I remember we asked an immigration advisor then, and what she told us was no, if there is no passport, your application can be done. But we still went ahead anyway, because we are like, so would we now do his own separately later? It doesn't make any sense now. And that was it. So contrary to anything you might have heard or anything you might have seen, and I just think that, and I am advocating for, go ahead and get that passport, go ahead and get that BRP, so that when you want to go on that trip, it won't be because your child does not have BRP, that's why you cannot go. So go ahead to get that passport, and go ahead to get that BRP for your baby. I don't know if you found this video useful or not, but if you found the video helpful, please go ahead to hit the like button, click share with other people you think might benefit from it, and please engage us in the comment section. If you have not subscribed, please do well to subscribe. So you see me again in my next video. I remain your darling Omo BJ. Remain in God, and God bless you. Bye.